Hi everyone, my name is Laura and welcome to Gilded Stork, where we do all things DIY Cricut design. In today's video, we're going to be making these paper flowers and they're super easy to do. So let's get started.
Alright.
Yeah. Once you have cut out your design from Cricut Design Space using your Cricut machine, we're going to start by adding additional color to your cardstock. So I just have a mix of random paints. I have some gouache and some watercolor paints. I'm just really quickly adding color to each piece. And the more variation, the more realistic your flower is going to look. Once you're done, you can let these dry. And then we'll go on to rolling the inner pollen. You start with the tallest piece. You'll see when you cut them out that there's different variations, and then you just add the second, the middle width piece or middle height, and roll it in, and then the smallest one. So the inside is going to have the tallest, and then the outer is going to be the shortest. Once you've fully rolled it, we're going to stick a little piece of painter's tape to hold it together and use white glue on the bottom. And a thick coat will hold it together nicely. Next, we're going to create our stem. So taking some floral wire, I have 2 stems of floral wire. I'm just going to twist the end to create almost a hook. And that is what we're going to use to push up the petals against so they don't fall off. So from going smallest petals first to largest at the end, you just string them on one by one on top of the other. Continue doing this until you have strung all the petals onto the flower. Once you've strung them all on, you can adjust the petals and how they lay, and you can also twist them so that some of them are hanging the opposite way. This just creates a more realistic look. Now, to add to the stem and create a more firmer stem, I'm going to add another floral stem to it. And then we're just going to wrap this with floral tape. And at the very edge of the flower, you're going to go around quite a few more times. And this just creates a base for all those petals to sit up against. Just finding it's easier to work with a smaller piece of the floral tape, so that's why I cut it, and I'm just going to continue going around. Moving on to create the leaves that will go onto the stem. I'm cutting the floral tape to be shorter. And then I had also already set up score lines within Cricut Design Space. You could do that yourself, or you could just quickly fold it without that. But you just want to have a fold that the stem can be glued within. Now I'm cutting more floral tape. And then take your leaf, fold it like I am here, and then you'll see that with just a little bit of white glue, just a touch of white glue, and then adhere the floral wire in between. Then take your floral tape and wrap it around. Once you've wrapped your stems entirely, it's time to put the entire flower together. So grab the stem of the flower and then place the leaf beside it. And then you're going to use more floral tape to wrap it together. Firmly secure another piece of floral tape to your stem. Wrap it around a few times. And then add in the stem or the leaf. And continue wrapping your floral tape. Do this for each one of your leaves. Positioning them where you would like them to be. I kind of like them spread out. And I decided to wrap these two together before adding it to the stem. And then continue to wrap your entire stem all the way to the bottom of the wires. Or you can also trim any wire that you don't want. And now for the final touch of adding the center pollen piece. And for mine, the glue is still a little bit wet, so it's going to stick on just fine. Just place it over top that wire to hide it. And once you've placed it, you can remove the piece of tape and then spread out the entire center so it's nice and fluffy. And I'm going to use just a touch more white glue to add the end piece, just so it's all secure. And just spreading it out. Once you've put your flower entirely together, it's time to arrange it how you'd like. So I made one using a lighter pink cardstock, and I'm just going to put them together, and I think they'll look really beautiful together in a small bud vase. So I hope you love this Cricut project. If you make one, be sure to send me some pictures. I love to see the photos of the Cricut projects that you make using my designs. So thanks so much for watching.